Good morning, everyone. Wanted to jump on Facebook Live and YouTube and give you a quick update about what's going on. I know Saturday and even for much of this morning, it's just been a good heavy rain here in the city of Jackson. Things are changing though. Temperatures are dropping quite quickly. We're already 33 degrees in Jackson, right near that freezing point. Upper 20s north and west of Jackson, 29 in Yazoo City, 29 in Durant. Rolling Fork 28, Vicksburg 28 as well, and that's just 29 degrees. And you can see we've got quite a temperature gradient here. We've got the low 30s in the metro and Hazelhurst, but then down towards the Pine Belt, the upper 60s. That's where we got this Arctic air from the northwest colliding with this warm air from the Gulf. Now, as we take a look at our live IMAX 12, see that rain mainly east of Interstate 55. That happens to be where our freezing line is. You can see this dark pink line that I've got drawn on the map here. That is roughly where our freezing line is. So west of that line, temperatures are at or below 32 degrees. East of the line, higher than freezing, higher than 32 degrees. Now, you can see all that pink representing the freezing rain, purple mixed precipitation, even got a little bit of white snow popping up near Vicksburg. Now, most of us will likely only see freezing rain and sleet as we're going throughout this morning. But take a look here. Yazoo City, Yazoo County seeing all freezing rain. The same for Holmes County, Humphreys County as well. Madison County, Canton seeing some of that freezing rain. Eastern part of the county still seeing rain, but that will change pretty quickly here. Almost all of Hinds County freezing rain, and then off towards our west, towards Vicksburg, Warren County, Issaquah County, seeing a mix of wintry precipitation. Now here, ice storm warning in effect through 6 p.m. tonight. In this warning, we can expect ice amounts, accumulation amounts, exceeding 1/4 of an inch in many of these areas. We got Adams County stretching all the way up into Issaquah County, all of our Delta counties included in this warning. Rankin, Hinds, Madison counties included in this as well. Copiah County down into Franklin County, that warning as well. Atala, Leake counties points to the west. This warning. Winter weather advisory in effect for several counties. Those are colored in that lighter purple. And then the winter storm watch for Pike and Walthall counties as well. Reason for all these winter storm alerts is because we got a major winter storm impacting the southeast. And you see there's still lots of moisture down to our south and west. That will move through as we're heading throughout this Sunday morning. Plenty of moisture. We just started with the wintry precipitation in the metro, and it's going to continue throughout the next several hours. Temperatures near 16 degrees in Little Rock, 26 in Shreveport, 14 in Dallas. You can see that's where the Arctic air has moved in. Here in the metro, that air, it continues to move our direction. Now, we are expecting mostly freezing rain. We will likely have temperatures near freezing like we do now, or just a little bit below at the surface. Now, for snow to happen, you need temperatures to be below 32 degrees from the cloud to the ground. We're not going to get there. We've got warm air in our atmosphere. That's just not going to allow for an entirely snow event. It's not going to allow for sleet either. Sleet has a kind of a thin warm layer right below the cloud. So yes, the snowflakes would melt into rain, but then they'd have plenty of time to freeze back into ice before they hit the ground. That's not going to be the case either for the most part. And we will have plenty of freezing rain because that warmer air, we've got a large layer of warm air aloft. Even though, yes, temperatures at the surface may be at or below freezing, we still got that warmer air. So the snowflakes are going to have plenty of time to melt. But right before they hit the ground, a thin layer of below freezing air will allow for that rain to freeze as it makes contact with the ground. And unfortunately, this is the worst type of winter weather because it freezes directly into ice. So yes, we could have ice pellets just land on something, but it's going to be much worse whenever you have freezing rain giving you a sheet of ice on whatever surface it lands on. So that's why we're really worried about the potential for the power outages, because it can weigh heavy on those power lines. We're already seeing power outages across much of North Mississippi, even into our Delta counties who have seen that freezing rain throughout today. Also going to cause some traveling problems tomorrow. Road conditions are going to continue to deteriorate as we move throughout mid-morning. towards midday as well. So if you don't have to be out on the roads today, please don't. The roads may be fine now, but we're going to continue dealing with this wintry mix as we head through midday, and the roads are just going to continue getting worse. That's what the Futurecast shows. That freezing rain persisting throughout mid-morning towards midday as well. But as we head towards the afternoon, drier weather will return. It's just going to be really cold. Something else to point out, the Pine Belt will stay away from this wintry mix today. It's going to be experiencing all rain down towards Hattiesburg. Now this afternoon, temperatures will continue to cool. We'll be in the 20s by this evening, so we've already met our high temperature for today. Ice accumulation, unfortunately, continues to worsen here for central Mississippi. The amounts have continued to increase. Now, just for reference, 1/10 of an inch of ice can cause some issues. Whenever you get above 1/4 of an inch, that's when power issues are a real problem. You're definitely going to have some issues on the roadways. And now this is just a model. It's not saying this is what's actually going to happen or it's for sure what's going to happen, but it is indicating that as that freezing line continues to move further south and east, we can expect freezing rain throughout this morning, and that's going to cause some issues. You see above 1/4 of an inch in many areas. Now our Delta counties were forecast earlier to have higher amounts than here in Jackson, but this is showing we could have a swath of freezing rain move through that could result in areas south and east of the Delta seeing a higher ice amount. So we're going to be watching for this, but nonetheless, we definitely do need to be paying attention as we move throughout this morning here in the metro. Even the model depicting the potential for 1/2 inch in Copiah County, almost 3/10 of an inch down in Lincoln County. So this is just something we're going to be watching. The Pine Belt, y'all are not going to have to deal with winter weather. It's going to be all rain, but for everyone else, included in that ice storm warning especially, we're going to have the potential for some potentially very impactful winter weather and ice accumulations this morning. Some good news, we were talking about the potential for severe weather in the Pine Belt. That has really decreased. Severe threat looks to be moving further to the south and east. So yes, the Pine Belt, a few storms could be on the stronger side with gusty winds up to 60 miles an hour. An isolated tornado is not out of the question, but the tornado threat really does appear to be low, even in areas further to the east where the ingredients are more there. It's just not looking like it's going to be a big event that way. But still, with temperatures near in the upper 60s this morning, y'all will likely hear some thunder and see some lightning. We've even heard thunder here in the metro. Some heavy thunderstorms have moved through. Now, over the next several days, once we get past the winter precip towards midday today, the big story is going to be the colder temperatures. We're going to be in the teens waking up Monday morning, waking up near 11 degrees on Tuesday, the low 20s Wednesday and Thursday, upper 20s by Friday. So we're going to be below freezing each night, well below freezing on several of these nights. So whatever falls, whatever ice accumulation we get this morning is not going to go anywhere for a little while. We're going to have, yes, some evaporation throughout the afternoon, maybe a little bit of melting, but it's going to refreeze at night. So this is something that the impacts are likely going to extend several days into this upcoming work week, especially on those roads that are not treated on those back roads. Extreme cold warning in effect 6 p.m. tonight through 12 p.m. Tuesday. Low temperatures 5 to 15 degrees. Wind chills in the single digits. See that Monday morning. It's going to be feeling like below 10 degrees. So you're going to have that ice continuing to stick around. You're going to have colder temperatures. It's going to be a very wintry start to this 8-day forecast, but temperatures will warm heading towards midweek. The low 40s for that high temperature, still well below average. Lows climbing back up into the low to upper 20s. Lots of sunshine on a daily basis, which will help with some melting in the afternoons, but still Monday not expected to climb above freezing, and anything that did melt from the sunshine would refreeze overnight. So we're going to be watching for these impacts as we move throughout this 8-day forecast. Now, this morning we will have a special newscast at 6 o'clock focused entirely on the winter weather, the winter storm. Meteorologist Gracie Morris will be here with your next weather update this morning. She'll be on at 6 o'clock giving you the latest on the forecast and what you can expect. We're going to have some reporters live out in the field talking about the road conditions. We'll just have all sorts of good information for you to know. Again, that's 6 to 7 o'clock this morning. We'll also have cut-ins every hour as we head towards midday with your latest weather forecast. I'll be back tonight. Chief Meteorologist Ken South will be as well, and we'll keep you updated throughout the entire duration of this event. But I hope y'all stay safe and stay warm today. And remember, unless you have to just get out, try to stay in today, because the road conditions are going to worsen as we head towards lunchtime. Thank y'all for watching.